Hi, Attorney Andrew Bethel. You've probably heard many times that you need to create an estate plan, set up a trust, write a will, and avoid probate. However, the fact that you came across this video likely means you aren't sure what the benefits are for you. Now, there are many tangible benefits you can receive from qualifying for long-term care planning or assistance, creating a way to actually manage your assets through just one mechanism, and tax planning that can only be done when it's done in conjunction with estate planning. Now, all these are topics that warrant their own videos. However, today I wanted to talk about some more, I'll say, intangible benefits and goals. These are things that are going to be true for anyone who plans their estate, regardless of their net worth. Without further ado, let's discuss the two primary goals of estate planning: creating a legacy and preserving assets to create what's called generational wealth. The only true way to do this is through an estate plan, and that's one centered around the living trust. But that raises the question, what do I mean by legacy and generational wealth? Well, I mean being able to still meaningfully enrich the lives of your children and beneficiaries even after you pass away, and ensure they have the freedom and flexibility to go through life with some type of boost or a robust safety net under them. With enrichment, I mean still being able to meaningfully impact or better the lives of your children by either doing so outright or providing meaningful incentives for them to better their own lives before mom and dad do it for them. The way we do this is by setting terms and conditions on the distribution in your living trust, which is the only place you can meaningfully do this, as a will alone requires court oversight, and the court isn't going to allow an estate to stay on their calendar essentially any longer than absolutely necessary. For terms and conditions, you can designate exactly how, why, and when a beneficiary can receive their inheritance rather than receive an outright lump sum that they can turn around and blow on an overpriced car. An easy example is age. It is extremely common for my clients to set a minimum age a beneficiary needs to be before they can receive their inheritance. It used to be 18. Most of the time now, it's about 25. However, I've had quite a few clients come in recently that are now settling on 30 and even 35 instead, as it is seemingly taking longer for people to, well, essentially start their lives for a variety of reasons, not all of which are inherently negative. However, we aren't limited to only talk about age. We can use a variety of metrics. Another unfortunate one is a requirement to be drug-free for a period of time before they can receive their inheritance, requiring clean drug tests to be provided to the trustee of your trust. But another common term we see is education. We've had clients specifically designate that the trust is to pay off any student loan debt of the beneficiaries before they receive anything else. In conjunction with this, or sometimes even separately, you can require the family home stay in trust until, for example, everyone is done with schooling, so there is always a place to stay or even gather. You can also require a beneficiary to perform a designated number of hours of community or even charitable service per year, among other conditions. The point is that estate planning allows for creativity on your end when designing what you want your legacy to ultimately be. Next, we have building generational wealth, freedom and a safety net. Not letting your children start life with a ball and chain strapped around their ankles before they even get out the door of mom and dad's house. A recent Business Insider article revealed that Gen Z, those 25 years and younger, saw their credit card balances rise by 30% in quarter two of this year, 2022, as opposed to only an 11% rise for other generations. It's already more expensive for a millennial to live when compared to their parents. How are the Zoomers, that's Gen Z kids, supposed to take risks on jobs, start businesses, or go on to higher education when they're already drowning in more debt? Preserving the greatest amount of one's assets in order to pass on to your children can help them weather the ups and downs of life and is the only surefire way to put them in the best positions to live their best lives and ensure their children, your grandchildren, will be in an even better position than you are. Legacy and generational wealth are family homes to return to on holidays or in tough times. They're each successive generation achieving a higher and higher level of education. They're what truly gives freedom to take risks and be bold. Lastly, I truly believe this: proper estate planning is the fulfillment of a parent's wish for their children to live a better life. You're not living for them, but you're giving them the tools to excel even further. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to check out some of our other excellent videos here. But don't forget, hit the like button, subscribe, ring the bell, and tell us what you'd like for us to cover down in the comments below.